Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Redskins. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A first carry now. This is Williams. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now after the holding call, here's second and 20. From the gun, it's Jackson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. From the gun, Jackson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken it around the 40. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over first and 10.
Ready? Look at it. 58 to Mike. Here it comes.
Now Newton on first down. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the 24-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
I'm on. Shoot. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Slam. Express. Go.
Now a run with Geis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. You're trapped. You're trapped. Check 26. Check 26. Check 90. Check 99.
From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Now Jackson going to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 91 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 56. Mike 56. Gun.
Now Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
You can't stop me. Check. Watch 54. Hey, let's get them home. 20. Check. Press.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Williams. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to look deep for Moore. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Now it's Newton. Big hold of the 30. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Montez Sweat in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Great.
Out of the gun, Newton. That'll be complete to Cook. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Step, ready? 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Great.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And this is Cook with a grab. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check. Great.
Here's Newton. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And some room to roam now. 31 yards there and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Redskins' 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Tyree Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
What do you...
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check 4. Express. I got it. Gun. Order. Watch 57. Get your swerve on. Let's go.
To throw is Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check your hot read. 8. Wow. 8. Show it. Watch twist. 8.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
10 yards on the pickup.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now Jackson. He's going to look deep for Moore. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance? Now, guy stripped. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got you, son. I got you.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
No. Off. Check. Gun. Tighten up. Check 52.
They run it again with Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
56.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Newton on 1st down. And complete right side to Cook.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, switch gears.
Here's Geis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's Geis. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Tough 1st half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Express. 36.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd.
Mike 56. Mike 8. Man, I got you. Check.
From the gun, Newton, and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Hey, 4 down. Mosi,
Again, it's Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 6 yards. You better be afraid. You better be afraid of me. Go. Nice 50.
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He's scared. Double tight, guys, double tight.
They run it again with Williams. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run it with Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyree Jackson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Great. 57. You must be getting 20.
Back to the air. Newton on second down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Gun. 57.
Operating from the gun. Newton. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Again, Newton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
I got you, boy. 8. Here we go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Great. Hey.
Again, it's Cook. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
First and 10.
20.
24-yard line.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Second and 10, Newton again. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Now Williams. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Got you back. Hey! Come on. Whip.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
On 2nd and 9, Newton, and this is incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check, 8. Great.
Now Newton. And that is incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Gun. Mark 56.
They snap it to Newton. It's complete to Diggs. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gun.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Gun.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They'll run for it. Geis. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why